One thing I want to do is show you in this video the two GoldStarTool hand press. This one is $54.99 with one die set. This one is $129 with one die set. And there's only a couple different in these two. Now they both take the same dies, so the dies are interchangeable. The difference is the neck, which is this part right here. On the super heavy duty die hand press, this one, the neck is longer. It's maybe an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches longer, which would allow you to get more of your bag inside of this that you're trying to close. This one is much heavier, much heavier. So some people don't want a lot of weight, some people do. And this one is much heavier than this one, but they both perform the same. And like I say, the dies are interchangeable. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show some of the embellishment that GoldStar sell. I made this pet collar, and some people look at this and they go, "This is huge." Well, there are big dogs out there, and I'm going to embellish this pet collar. I'm going to punch the holes first before I start to embellish, but I want to show you how they both perform. Like I say, they both perform the same. This one is just heavier and is have a longer neck on it, and some people are looking for that. Some people are looking for something that is light, and they're also looking for something that's within their budget. So what we'll do, we'll get started and I'll show you how they perform. Before I set these, I wanted to show you this one here. This is one that have the large size dome and the dome shaped rivet in smaller size. And you can see how clean it is when you use the hand setter to set these. So what I'll do, like I said, I'm going to punch the holes, and then I'll come back, start here, I'll come back and I'll just do a couple of them so you can kind of see. And I use this little adjustable ruler here. I'm going to set these 3/4 of an inch apart. Just so you can see how I'm doing this. Now this one comes in also in two finishes. It comes in the nickel, and it also comes in the brass. So, and this one here comes in four different sizes. It comes in a 4mm, 5mm, 6mm, and no, this comes in more. This comes in a 6mm, 7mm, 8mm, 9mm, 10mm, and this is the 12mm here. So this is the largest size. So it comes in like 5 sizes smaller than this. So it comes very, very small all the way up to this size here. So that's another one we're going to use. We're going to also use this one. This is called a round dome shape rivet, and this one here is the 8mm. Let's see here. This one comes in 4 sizes, which this is the It comes in a 4, 5, 6, and 8 millimeter. And this is the 8 millimeter, which means it comes much, much smaller than this. So, and this is the one we're going to use to go down the side of the collar in between my stitch line. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of show you how we set these in, and then I'm going to go off camera and finish everything, because I don't want to take you through this complete process of. Now, what I normally do is that when I punch my hole from the top, I would turn it over from the bottom, and I will punch it again to open up that hole, because I'm going to be putting my rivets, my post in from the back side. So because I'm putting my post in from the back side, I need for that to be open enough that it makes it easier for me to put the post in. So basically what I would do is that I would just go all the way around and put a post in all of the holes that I have punched. And then I will put the cap on. And this makes it very easy when you are doing embellishment like this, to where most of your time is going to come, and that is in punching your holes and making sure that the measurements are where you want them to be. Because what I did here, I did 3/4 of an inch. So I would punch one hole, and then my next hole would be at 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to finish this out just to kind of show you what I did. So I've already punched all of these holes here, but I'm going to finish this out to the very end of the strap to right here. So there's a hole punched here. I'll take the adjustable ruler, take this part here, line it up, and where this red arrow is, that's where I will punch my next hole. So I punched that hole. Now the hole that I just punched, I'm going to put this mark in the hole that I just punched, and I'm going to set my punch up where the red arrow, that will be my next hole. Then I'll do the same thing. And that allows me to keep everything the same distance all the way. Punch. Okay. So, like I say, what I'll do, I'll put the post in from the back. And what I like doing is putting all the posts in first, and then going back, putting the caps on. That'll allow my process to go much quicker when I'm doing my embellishment. Now, just so you know what I did for my holes, for my larger rivets, I just kind of random set those. I didn't really take measurement. I did everything by eye, but I'm going to try and duplicate what I think I did. So I'm going to I'm not sure. Let's see here. I made some mistakes up here because I should have see here. I'll come back to that. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put my dome shape rivets here. I got one hole that's just don't make any sense. So I'm going to get past that and move on. I'll go back and try to correct what I did. But as you can see, I'm putting my post in from the back, and I'm going to go ahead and finish everything out, and then we will come back and we will close everything out. Like I said, I just kind of did this by random. There's no rhyme of reason while I did what I did, other than just to try to show you how these two different hand press works the same as the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this out. Once I finish this out, we'll come back and we'll close all of these. And like I said, where most of your time would be spent, and that would be in measuring and punching the holes. Putting in the post really doesn't take a lot of time, because really most of your work is already done once you do your measuring and punch the holes. So I missed one. This one here. So now what I will do is, like I say, everything I'm doing here just at random, as far as the dome shape and the bucket shape rivets. Because both of these posts are the same size, I can put either one of these on either post because they're the same size. Okay, now that we have everything put on, now we're going to set everything. So I will clear this out of the way, and then we'll get everything set. Now we're going to use the setters, the hand press, to do all our closure. Now, when I was talking to you about the difference between the two of these, like I said, the super heavy duty hand press, it's much heavier, and some people, like I said, they want something with a lot of weight, and then there's people they don't want a lot of weight. We work with a lot of ladies, and not saying that the ladies can't handle this one here, the super heavy duty. It is heavy, and we work with quite a few senior citizens, and they don't want to be picking up something that's real heavy. This is heavy. This one is much easier to handle and to maneuver as far as picking it up. The other thing that I like about this one here is this grip on here. This, I mean, it feels good in your hand, and so if you're doing a lot of setting, this makes a big difference. But this one here is also padded. So like I said, there's not much different as far as the performance of both of these setters. So what we're going to do, I have this one set up for the bucket dome. I have this one set up for the dome shaped rivets, not bucket dome, but bucket rivets. And I have this one here set up for the dome shape, bucket shape, and these are the round dome shape. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And I think what I'll do, I'll do the bucket shape first. So we will do the bucket shape first, and the way they set is that you have this pin at the bottom. The hole here is at the bottom. So we're going to set this up. Put this back on there again. Okay, I had to go off camera and try to figure out what is it I was not doing correctly. And what I did figure out that I have to do is that I have to make sure that when I put this underneath, that, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the way that I have this post, it's not flush up against the strap. If it's not flush up against the strap, it's not going to just fit on there the way it should. I have to do too much working with it to try to get it under there. And I was trying to figure out what is it that I'm not doing correctly, and that's what it is that this is sticking up, so when I put this on, it's hitting that post. So this actually needs to, I need to set my my rivet on top of the post much tighter than what I had them. I just kind of pushed them on, but they need to be, you need to press them on to where they're set. And it goes under there much easier. See, that was much easier there. I keep hitting my camera. That was much easier there than what I was getting before, and it was because I did not set that on the way it should be. That needs to be a little tighter, so I can just put this on. Still having a problem with that. Okay. Okay. Much better. And that's what I was not doing right. I wasn't pushing everything on there as tight as it should be to start with. Okay, all of these are done. Now we're going to do the dome shape. Much. That's what you have to do. You really have to make sure that that post is pushed in all the way. It just makes a big difference in getting that underneath there. Now that we have all those set, we'll go and we will set all of the round dome shape, and make sure I'm doing this one correctly. Let me see here. Yeah. So we'll set all of these. Okay, now that we're finishing up the last three rivets, this is the final product. So that's what that looks like. Like I say, everything just kind of random, just to kind of show you how to set all your different types of rivets. So I hope this video was some help to you in choosing and understanding which hand press that works better for you. But like I say, they both perform great. So if you get a chance, go to GoldStar website, take a look at all the different embellishment, and if you click on the size, you will see that each one come in at least 2 or 3 different sizes, some even 5 or 6 different sizes, and 2 and 3 different finishes. So anyway, when you get a chance, go to their website and take a look at their embellishment. Again, thank you for watching.